Welcome back to the pregame show. We're leading up to Bryant and Southwest. It's homecoming 2021 here tonight at Hornet Stadium. And Coach James, let's talk about last week's 63-0 victory against Central and a couple of players that I want to mention specifically. How about Jordan Knox? Kickoff return for a touchdown and also catches a touchdown pass. So talk about his performance.
Well, that's something in our focus. We thought that we need to be able to stretch the field, and Jordan's probably our fastest kid on the team. And it's something that I felt like we were conscious of as a coaching staff, is try to get the ball to him deep. And I think that's something that will help our running game later on in the year, definitely help our underneath passing game. And Jordan's a very talented guy, and then we put him back on the kickoff return team, and we did it late in the game before, and he showed a little flash, and then he took it 96 yards for a touchdown. So he's a very talented young man, and he's a guy we got to get the ball to.
Coach, you honestly had a little bit of everything when it came to scoring. You had Mytorian Singleton catches the pass out into the right flat. You had Chris Ganaway out of the backfield catch a touchdown pass. It was really a well-balanced offensive attack.
Well, I thought it was our best game all year as far as the way we did things. I think 13 different guys caught the ball, and that's what we got to have. We got to be able to run the football, but we've got to be able to spread the ball around. It makes teams, have to prepare in a different way when it's not just one or two guys, and when you got 10 or 12 guys that can catch the ball and be able to compete at a high level in a high school football game, makes you a very, very tough opponent.
So one other guy was James Martin, a 65-yard touchdown run. That was our to-the-house moment, as we call it on the broadcast now. And that one, he was just gone once he hit the 50-yard line. Talk about his speed.
Well, he's talented too, and it's taken a little bit for him. It's an adjustment from junior high to high school, and he's very talented. He had a great junior high career, and he's a guy that we've got to have come around as well. But I thought Jay Nasher did a good job. I thought Montavia Earl did a good job. I think every running back that we ran the ball well. I mean, I'm really proud of the way those guys are very unselfish, the way they share the ball, and it's a thing where Sam's is another one that we just got to get the ball to those guys, and we got to be able to block, and any of them can take the ball to the house.
One other thing that maybe gets overshadowed a little bit in a blowout game, maybe it's something you notice a little bit closer in a close game. We unofficially had you guys 8 of 8 on third down conversions. So keeping the offensive out on the field, that was really an important part of the game Friday night.
Well, I think so, and we'll go for it on fourth down in a lot of places on the field. We're not going to be just crazy with it, but we want to use all our downs. We want to be able to have confidence that we can get a first down, whether it's on third and long or fourth and short. And that's a mentality you have to develop on the practice field. You have to be able to conquer that in a game as well. So I'm proud of the way our guys they responded. Coach Bach and his crew do a great job of getting the ball out to those guys and giving them confidence to be successful.
So, Coach James, let's talk about that mentality, because it seems like the penalties are getting fewer and fewer each week. It seems like that's been shored up a bit. Has that been any more emphasized during practice, or is it just the guys are kind of beginning to learn how to play together?
Well, it's definitely emphasized. We want them to play within the rules, and holding and motion penalties and stuff. That's things you can control, and we've got to do a good job of that. That's something that haunted us a little bit in the JV game on Monday. But we've got to do a good job of playing within the rules, making sure that we keep our team ahead of the sticks instead of behind the sticks, and we've got to make progress, and we've got to get better each and every week. We've got a big strong finish coming up with our conference race, and we cannot afford to have a hiccup or a slide back or anything like that will cause us problems down the road.
Yeah, there's some huge games coming up. I want to mention one more thing defensively. 63-0, a shutout. Everybody likes to have that 0 on the board, but you had reserves and reserves to the reserves playing in that game. So does that build even more confidence for the defense when those starters can stand on the sidelines and encourage some of those guys that maybe don't play as often?
I think that's a must. We tell them we don't want to lose any focus. We don't lose any concentration. Well, we played 80 guys the other night, and and really probably played them all about an equal amount of time. And that's what we want. It helps chemistry. It helps the morale. And, it's next guy up mentality. I think that's what good football teams are able to do. They're always able to plug in the next guy, and the next guy does his job that the guy was doing it before.
So Southwest, the Griffins run that flexbone triple option type offense. Well, what did you have to do this week in practice to prepare for that, or how do you prepare for that?
Well, it's hard to prepare for in 1 week, and I'm sure that's why they do it. But we went back to basics. It's old school football. You got to be gap sound. You got to be disciplined. You got to make plays. You're going to have to make some one-on-one tackles, and then you got to keep them from being able to sweep you. And our defensive crew with Coach Sanders has done a good job of game planning for those guys, and hopefully we'll tackle well in space, and our guys will get them off the field and let our offense go to work.
Does your offense try to mimic that at all, or do the coaches get out there and do it? Who handles that during the week?
Well, we have coaches that usually play quarterback because that's not what our guys are used to. But it's something that we have to plug in, and we have cards for our players, and they go by the cards, and we got a pretty good look. We have some guys that are very good at it, and hopefully we'll play well against it tonight.
Well, it's Homecoming 2021. I know there's a lot of festivities, Spirit Week, all of those things that culminate with the football game. So hope the team's ready, Coach, and good luck this week.
Hey, I appreciate it.
We've got more to come on the pregame show. Kickoff is right around the corner, plus our keys to the game. So stay with us. You're watching Bryant Hornet Football.